Welcome back here to Francis Field, ladies and gentlemen, where we have the third of three between the EUCB Phoenix and the Catamounts of Western Carolina. Yesterday, the Phoenix were able to come in and sweep the doubleheader. Um, Connor, how are you feeling about the chances today?
Feel good.
Yeah,
Just got to do what we did yesterday. Hit the
sure,
ball well,
sure.
take advantage of the base running, and score some runs early.
Yeah, we have ROTC member, future Air Force person.
Pilot
No, will not be a pilot.
will
I
not be a pilot.
I actually asked him about that. He said I'll be doing other stuff. I was like, sure. I
Other stuff.
was like, okay. He couldn't tell me exactly what it was. It's pretty
It's top
high
secret.
clearance. However, we have Sam Howard on the hill today. Last year came in, was probably our most impactful rookie pitcher, potentially our most impactful rookie player. I do not have the WAR numbers up right in front of me. Connor, how are you excited about him?
He was great last year. He was probably our number 2 starter behind Sammy Johnson, of course. And I'm excited to see what he's got today. I think it's gonna.
Our producer Justin Rogers is in my ear saying this is Sam Howard's first appearance in the game at Francis Field since that memorable day when we played against the North Carolina State Wolfpack and clinched a playoff berth. As a ground ball up the middle, Schmieder is almost able to turn to, but the throw just dragged Spencer Hellinger off the bag. As we're going to go around the diamond for you folks today, we're going to do it in the lineup order, so if it's a weird way to go around the field, that's why that is. We have James Renda, bat and leadoff, playing second. Zane Davis, DHing in the two-hole. Garrett Schmiederer playing short and hitting third. Hudson Aspis behind the dish at cleanup. Spencer Hellinger hitting fifth at first. Kyle Murphy, number 12, the center fielder, will bat sixth. Kata Marstenayer, the rookie, the right fielder, will be hitting seventh. Braden Iverson, the Bravos fan, will be at third, hitting eighth. And Justin Hellberg, who is in my Dominican Republic prep semester
Yes,
class,
he is.
will be in left field, batting ninth. Again, that's Renda Davis Schmiederer, Aspis Hellinger Murphy, Marstenayer, Iverson, and Hellberg.
Swinging a miss there for Sam Howard. It's the third out of the inning on a strikeout.
Fantastic start from Howard. Two strikeouts, a ground ball. Can't ask for much more. We head to the bottom of the first. EUCB nothing. WCU nothing. As we are here at the top of the first,
Bottom.
bottom of the first, sure, I know how baseball works. Jimmy Renda will lead us off. He goes by James, but sometimes we call him Jimmy, potentially Jimbo if we're feeling spicy.
Jimmy Tanks.
He'll be batting first, followed by Zane Davis, Garrett Schmieder, and if we get that far, Hudson Aspes. We are unaware of the WCU's pitcher's number because he is not wearing a uniform.
He is
so apologies for that. We also can't see number 10, Trey, who's one of our good buddies. He's a really nice guy.
I have been keeping an eye out for Trey. I believe Tyler from yesterday's back in center field.
Tyler's back in center. We love Tyler.
But I have not gotten eyes on Trey quite yet. Number 10, I believe he was.
Trey was number 10. We'll get in Tyler's ear in between innings.
Right.
At a very
Now we got
respectable
double
batter.
zeros at second base for WCU. That's
That
a statement number from the second
I
baseman.
think that's the kid who wasn't right yesterday, who was very nice as well.
All right.
Nice guy.
A very
Dylan.
likable group, the Catamounts are.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, the Catamounts, they're a good kid. A good group of kids.
Yeah.
We do appreciate them driving all the way over here from Cullowhee to play a little weekend baseball. You gotta love it. But it's not an easy drive, from Cullowhee to Burlington.
Have you been up to Cullowhee?
I mean, yeah.
You have?
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic area, but it's like 4 or 5 hours
Ooh.
through the mountains.
North Carolina, underratedly large state land-wise.
That's a very fantastic thing to say. I would 100% agree with you. I will also say Virginia. It doesn't look big on a map.
Coming from Massachusetts, I never really think about how big these states down here are.
Sure.
And then I'm an ignorant tourist of sorts.
You are. No, you're not a Southern boy.
No.
You're
and
a
then
Yankee.
I come here and I go 5 hours to this place in the same state. It's
Sure.
ridiculous.
No, it's absurd. I'm from Delaware, in which to drive 5 hours to Delaware, you have to go.
You'd have to.
I live in the northern part. You'd have to drive down to the southern part, drive all the way back to the northern part, and then drive halfway back down to the southern part again.
Yeah, that's.
As again, the Western Carolina shortstop shows the world why he got such a big NIL deal over the summer, Connor. You have to say the Catamounts saw their guy in the portal and they went out and got him.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. As he gets Zane Davis on a ground out, Garrett Schmieder comes up to the dish with 2 outs, looking to make something happen.
I'm not familiar with his name, but number 14 is actually quite good for the
Yeah,
Catamounts.
he was their defensive bright spot yesterday.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, and you have to be positive. Baseball, it's just such a long season. It's such a game of failure that you're gonna lose. You're gonna get swept. Everyone gets swept. You're gonna lose 2 games on a Saturday. It happens.
Yeah.
But you got to focus on the positive things,
You
right?
gotta stay the course, keep playing
Right.
the game.
So much baseball left, and the regular season hasn't even started. Again, for the folks at home, this is more of a spring training type environment.
We're just
So,
getting everyone in.
So our pitcher, Sam Howard, will throw probably 2, maybe 3, but probably 2 innings.
More of a pitch count question. If
more of a
if
pitch
he's
count
low on
question.
pitch count, he'll probably go 3.
Yes, of course. But they also want to get a lot of other guys in there, get everyone reps, see how everyone does against live ABs.
Of course.
As the curveball floats up, I believe that makes it 3-0. The scoreboard is off, which doesn't really help.
Has it ever been on? Is a better question.
My sophomore year, back when you were in high school, potentially, Connor.
Yeah, that's when that was.
Oh my gosh.
Someone get hit?
I think he just ate it. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
I thought it hit him on the leg, which would have been a problem. Hope he's all right. But either way, the Catamounts, they didn't travel all the way over here to not watch the baseball game, right?
No.
They're gonna battle through it.
They're
They're gonna fight through this game,
Oh, yeah.
even if their fans are battered and bruised. I believe it's 3-2. As we have a relatively raucous student section behind us, I can barely hear myself think. Yeah, how about the Cougars last night, fellas?
No.
K-State went into Provo and learned you don't mess with the fighting Mormons, huh?
No. BYU does it again. What else can I say?
What could you say? The chocolate milk was flowing, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure.
As now we have Hudson Aspes, rookie, Braves fan, gotta love it, behind the dish.
Yeah. He's a stud.
He's a stud.
That's what everyone's been saying. All of my classmates who are in, sophomores, juniors,
Oh, he
seniors,
might be out.
they respect Hudson's game. He's a stud. He's hitting fourth and
Yeah.
starting, and he's behind the dish as well. He's proved to be a great player so far.
Yeah, no, when I was out on the recruiting trail looking at this kid, heard that he was a gamer from a lot of his high school coaches, a winner, right? The type of guy who makes everyone around him better.
There we go.
And that's what you
Buster
need.
Posey of Elon Club
A
Baseball.
lot of people are saying that. I got a couple James McCann references
As
he hits a single into right. That squeaks past the second baseman. Will score Schmieder after he steals second, and Elon gets out to a quick 1-0 lead as Spencer Hellinger, my almost roommate. Our rooms are back to back together, so sometimes we have hearing rumors that my room is actually back to back with one Aaron Shire, but it's almost back to back with Spencer Hellinger's room, and he's a good kid, and he's hitting lefty, playing first. You gotta love it.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Oh.
As he hits a shallow pop fly to center field, Tyler, never a doubt. As we head to the top of the second, Elon up 1-0. As we're here in the top of the second, Sam Howard, the Air Force non-pilot, is still on the bump after a very nice, easy first inning. He actually gave up a hit, which I don't hate. Like to see him throw out of the stretch against another team. Practice holding runners on. Again, this game has zero implications for the playoffs or the postseason, so
Certainly good to
just
get
working on
every type
things.
of rep in from
For
the
sure,
stretch, from
for
the
sure.
windup. Love
Maybe-
to see it from number 30.
love to see you potentially try out your balk move and see if you can get away with it.
See if you can.
Right, your balk pickoff move, the Julio Teheran special, where your front, so you're righty, your
Yep.
left knee moves a little bit before your back knee, and then you pick off to first. That is not allowed.
It's not.
But if you're really good at it, you can make it seem like you're not doing that. And Julio Teheran, the Colombian sensation, made a couple $100 million doing
He was
that.
a real stud.
But I mean, back in those 2012 to 15 days, twirling the pill for the Bravos.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, he was good, man. For a while there, he was the only shot the Braves had to win. As Howard drops in a hammer for strike 3. That's his third strikeout of the day. He has faced 5 hitters.
He's been going to the breaking ball a lot. It's been working for him. He's throwing it for a strike quite consistently.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing with Howard is he reminds me a lot of a his not one single pitch of his really jumps out in the stuff plus department, but how he's able to pitch off of all of his pitches and command all of his pitches. That's
Certainly.
really the most important thing, right? He's got 3 to 4 pitches he can put wherever he wants to,
He's not going to
whenever he
miss the
wants.
zone much, and
No,
he's got a good fastball, good breaking ball, good changeup.
and it's 0-2 as he's thrown 2 fastballs right past this kid. I'd go right back to it here.
Fastball fouled back.
Yep, and he
Still 0-2.
did go right back to it. As someone's heading down to the pen to get hot, so you'd have to imagine they're gonna say, "Hey Howie, you threw a fantastic you threw a fantastic 2 innings." As he punches out his 4th batter through 6 faced. You got to look at that K percentage of 66%. If that is even remotely sustainable, he's in for a hell of a season.
Oh yeah, he's gonna dominate.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
The biggest difference, I think, between when Sammy Johnson, as that ball is pulled on the ground to third foul, the difference between Howard and Johnson, Sammy Johnson, they're both very good. They just get outs in different ways. Howie comes in, it's a lot of punchies,
Yes.
right? You're looking at a lot of punchies. Whereas
Sammy
Sammy Johnson,
he's a ground ball.
he's more of a
pitcher.
sinker baller,
Yeah.
right?
He gets outs any way he can.
Yeah. Similar to Dallas Keuchel, a little blast
Oh,
from the
yeah.
past.
Cy
Yeah.
Young winner.
Yeah,
Dallas.
sure is. Still twirling the pill. He got a couple major league outings with the Brew Crew this year, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, got absolutely rocked as Howard drops in a curveball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I would throw that high fastball off of that curveball,
Oh,
and we can look at Dallas Keuchel's stat line in between innings.
Dallas Keuchel was a dominant force for the Houston Astros in his prime.
He signed with the Bravos 1 year, just a stabilizing force at that point in his career.
Yeah.
He's going to come in, he's going to work with the young pitchers, and he's just going to show them how you get outs in the major leagues.
For sure.
However, once you lose a little bit of velo and you pitch like that, you're just getting teed awful.
Yeah. Not fun.
Really, really, really good take there by the Catamounts hitter. That was a fantastic curveball from Sam Howard. That was a really good take.
It's a really good take on a really good pitch.
I would give him 2 balls for that just because of how good that was.
Oh,
See ya.
That was nasty.
All right, as Howard strikes out the side, that's 5 punches through 7 batters faced. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Elon up 1-0. So we're here in the bottom of the second. Elon's will be led off by Kyle Murphy, followed by Coda Marstenayer. Apologies for saying that incorrectly. And then Braden Iverson and Justin Helberg will round out the batting order. As the first inning, the Birds were able to get one on the board. Carter, how are you feeling about the offensive approach, both yesterday and today?
Offensive approach has been pretty simple but pretty effective so far this season. We've been getting on base, stealing bags, and then, getting base knocks, maybe a double every here and again. But
Sure.
we're just scoring runs efficiently.
Yeah. Yeah. In the stealing bases, so the live ABs, they're not. It's not the same facing a pitcher from another team as it is facing your guy in practice. But I really think stealing bases, doing all that, being aggressive on the base paths, that's so hard to replicate in practice because unless you're doing a scrimmage, inter-squad, you need to make it a real game.
Not everyone's sliding in practice.
Not everyone's sliding. Everyone's some guy might be thinking about his math homework he's got to do the next day.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't come here to play school.
No.
So we're not worried
Came
about
here
doing
to
that.
be the best.
We came here to compete to make the National Club Baseball Association playoffs.
Yes.
And that's all we're worried about. But anyways, Kyle Murphy gets drilled.
Yeah, he does.
That was a few pitches ago, but that's okay.
Yeah, he
Got absolutely drilled.
Good.
The fastball, all due respect to the pitcher, was not coming in all that hot, so you have to think he's all right.
Yeah. He's already taken an aggressive lead. He's ready to go.
He's ready to rock. He might steal second. You don't know, and neither
I would not be
does.
surprised if he takes off here.
Tough scene for the Catamount catcher. He is 0 for the weekend at throwing base stealers out. I wouldn't hate to see him, just for his sake. Like, he's 0 for a lot.
Yeah. But, hey, we're taking advantage of it.
The first throw today was a good throw, and it was just late. And
It
that's
was.
all you could ask for. That's got to be a strike, yeah.
Coda takes a strike.
Now, do we know anything about Coda? Any background information? Any scouting report stuff?
I could not give you much.
Okay. No hometown?
No.
I think he's from Laramie, Wyoming. To be completely honest, there's no other spot in America.
Laramie.
It's actually the only town in Wyoming I know. That's not true. Jackson Hole's in
Ball's
Wyoming.
popped up to the first baseman. Makes the catch. One down.
Good play by the first baseman as Braden Iverson from Tennessee. I believe he's from Nashville. Nasty Nashville, Smashville, whatever you'd like to call it.
Nash Vegas.
Nash Vegas. He's a big Titans fan. I wonder if he's a Vanderbilt Commodores fan, like he should be.
Oh, he's a Tennessee fan.
He's a UT Knoxville fan. As the throw,
And Kyle Murphy.
not in time.
Kyle Murphy takes another bag. Gets into scoring position for Braden Iverson with only one out here. Looking to score again.
Yeah, I mean, these are the at-bats that you got to really value and prioritize in these fall games is man on second, one out, two guys up, got to get him in. Especially, guys are trying to make the ball club.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we don't have a lot set in stone here. We have a couple names. We're not going to mention the names. Okay, like, we all know what they are. You need to try to, if you're fighting for a spot, this is when you got to take advantage.
Yeah.
So how you got to separate yourself, right? It's here, and then it's when you're picking it over at the hot corner, like Mr. Iverson will be later.
Oh, he's been ready to go.
Yeah. So Connor, you live with Mr. Iverson. Do you know what his pregame meal was today?
I do not. He
Okay.
was out of the house early.
Yeah.
Here for warm-ups. I was out of the house after him, so
Yeah. No, we
actually did not even see him. He was that ready to go
Wow.
before the game.
No, we went over the scouting reports this morning. Him and I, 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the cold tub going over the scouting reports, the hot zones, as they say. But yeah, no, he's ready to rock. I don't know what he ate either. I was busy cooking my own.
Unfortunately, he has been retired, and Justin Helberg is now at the dish as he rips one into left field. And
You got to send him.
They are sending Kyle Murphy rather,
and he will be
and he
safe.
will score as Hellberg rolls into second.
And we were talking earlier. I said Justin Hellberg. He's a kid who he reminds me so much of two Braves legends,
Who are those?
right? Ryan Dolman and Matt Diaz. We just Ryan Dolman, he caught and he played left.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Diaz played left because the DH had not been implemented in the National League yet.
Really?
He could play all over the field. Very similar to Justin Hellberg, who's playing short. He's playing third. Today he's in left. And I was talking to him earlier, and I said, your value, your biggest strength is going to be your ability. You could fill in at third. You could fill in at short. You could fill in at second. You could fill in the corner outfield spots. I'm not entirely sure they'd want to throw him in center.
No, I'm not sure about that quite yet.
Probably can't fill him behind the dish, but that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, we don't expect that out of guys like Hellberg.
No. But yeah, I was like, you could play 6 out of the 9 positions.
Yeah, he's a total. I wouldn't be surprised if he could play some first base.
Well, yeah, that was one of the positions.
Yeah.
He can't. I'm presuming no center, no pitching, no catching. As the Catamounts get out of the jam,
I wouldn't even be surprised if he could pitch.
he could probably play DH pretty well.
That's another one.
And he could DH. Could he play the role of third base coach? I don't know. I'd like to see him get some reps in practice.
No, that's Zach Hartman's job.
That's his to lose?
Yeah.
He's coming into camp feeling pretty good about
Oh,
his
yeah.
spot. Are we just going to ignore the fact that this is a commercial break and just blow right through it and get our advertisers screaming at us for not cutting to commercial?
We should probably cut to break.
I have the McGurk's producer yelling at me right now. So, folks, we will be back at the top of the third after these commercials. Welcome back to the top of the third where we have rookie sensation.
Yeah.
The freshman phenom,
Jack Schrader.
Jack Schrader. He's on the bump. I was actually talking to Sammy Johnson yesterday. We got dinner together. It was pretty cute. Jack Schrader, they really like this kid. Again, big, tall, projectable frame. Got a lot of pitches. Athletic on the bump. Got really good arm action. Doesn't have to clean it up. He's the type of guy that you project as a stud in the future.
Jack Schrader, I haven't seen much from him, but what I'm seeing right now, he is looking like an absolute stud.
Yeah. I know Kevin O'Sullivan and the Florida Gators had their eyes on him for a walk-on spot, but
Fell through. Deal fell through.
Some NIL money opened up for us, and we were able to get him over here,
Yeah.
over in Burlington. It was a big get for us.
One of our bigger gets.
He's a 4-star, right? But you got to keep him around. It's fantastic news, and
Looks like he's got a fastball with some good zip on it,
Yeah.
and then also a slider that he can throw pretty consistently for a strike. He was throwing it quite often while he was warming up, and it looked very, very effective.
the one thing you got to love about him is
He's just gassing guys
his
right now.
delivery is very repeatable. That's a very important thing, right? you don't want to have a lot of moving parts in your delivery where one small change could get you out of whack. This
Yeah.
kid, he's just reaching back and throwing it hard
No
as
one
he
can hit
strikes
him right
out.
now. He's gassing people.
Who
The
was
Catamounts want absolutely nothing to do with Jack Schrader right now.
No. Jack Schrader today reminds me of Garrett Cole that day he killed a pigeon with a fastball.
It's a pretty good comp.
There is no other, even remotely reasonable player comparison I could make. I mean, he's just
This
throwing
fastball-
fastballs. Was
this
that
fa-
out? That
he-
looked really good from here.
No, that was called a strike.
It looked like he said out like this.
Oh.
I don't know, but if I were coach and that was just called a ball, I would not be in the game. Which, sure. 2 pitches in the same spot. Either call them both a ball or call them both a strike. We can't have this half-assing. See, whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
An absolutely ridiculous play from Garrett Schmiederer to get the 3rd out of the inning.
That was absurd.
Oh my goodness. See it. On the
Is
other side.
that is that our flat out diamond play of the game?
Yeah.
Presented by Flat Out Pizza
Yeah. No doubt.
at the Mosley Student Center. That was incredible. Holy moly.
Wow.
I'll
Doesn't
be-
get better than that.
No, it doesn't. So we're back here in the bottom of the 3rd. Designated hitter Zane Davis will lead off the Phoenix after a spectacular, unbelievable, almost impossible play was just made by Garrett Schmieder. The ball was hit right up the middle. Schmid went to his left, dove. The ball hit second base. Garrett threw his glove up in the air, grabbed the ball, fired over to first, inning retired.
That was easily the play of the year so far.
For sure, but 100%.
Easily.
Again, the diamond play of the game presented to you by Flat Out Pizza. Go and get yourself a slice of za in the Mosley Student Center. as Zane Davis flies out to center field to start off the bottom of the third. And
Here's the man of the hour.
Here he is, Mr. Schmiederer. He's probably gonna hit a home run. There's no other way to phrase it. All right.
Grounds to first. Gets by the first baseman, and he's going to be safe at first.
So not a home run.
No, but he does his job and gets on base.
Probably an E3.
Yeah, no, definitely an error. But
it's all right. Do I care how he gets on base? No. I just care that he gets on base.
That's exactly right.
Do I care if it's a walk or a hit? No. For those of you wondering why we are phrasing or quoting Moneyball so much, it's because it's the only baseball movie that is appropriate to quote.
It's probably the best baseball movie ever.
For sure. For sure. No, it's, I'm telling people who have nothing to do, they're like, I don't know anything about baseball. I'm like, watch Moneyball, learn how to code R, and then you'll be fine. And then you'll know baseball. That's all it is.
You'll know everything you need to know.
Just look at a couple spreadsheets and you'll know ball. It's not that hard. I will admit this Catamounts pitcher has been really good. The Catamounts have had two bright spots on the hill. I would say this guy, and then their first reliever in the second game yesterday.
Yes.
He came out there, long flowing hair, reminds me of Trey Wingenter, who is, I believe, in the minor leagues now with the Detroit Tigers, but he used to be in the show.
Yeah.
And he was shoving.
Battled. He came in a tough spot. He came in a tough spot yesterday, and he definitely battled. Got the Catamounts into a much better position than they were definitely heading into.
He came in the bottom of the first in a 5-0 game.
Yeah, and I think he came out in the
He left in the fourth in a 6-1 game.
Yeah.
So he gave up one run.
In 3 2/3.
Yeah. No, absolutely heroic stuff
yeah.
from the kid. The type of stuff they tell biblical stories about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Because that ball is way foul, not even close. To the naked eye, it looked like we might have ourselves a double. And then it was hit into the woods, which are so completely foul. Yeah, not even close. Gotta love the woods around here, though.
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful
It's
spot.
a beautiful setting for a ball game.
Scenery is unmatched at the Frank.
A lot of people think Appalachian State Stadium in Boone is the most beautiful in the country, as Schmiederer doesn't steal second. It was actually ball 4.
Sure was.
Is now Spencer Hellinger.
Yeah, Hudson Aspis gets on.
He gets on base.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Spencer Hellinger
Now
coming
Spencer
in.
Hellinger.
Good-looking kid. Yankees fan. Reminds me of Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Who unfortunately did get optioned to the minor leagues recently, but I was thinking more about when Ben Rice was in the show hitting bombs. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see what Spencer's got. If I had to guess, he'd be the starting first baseman on opening day.
Oh, I think without a doubt.
It's probably like 85% odds.
I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's about it. He's a good kid. He swings the stick a little bit. He's got a lot of pop, right?
He's got the left-handed power swing.
Yeah.
You know, he comes up to the plate. He means business.
He's not trying to shoot. He's not trying to shoot the ball all the way for a single.
No.
As Jacob Trumbo is once again the first member of the student section to show up, ladies and gentlemen, he does not go here.
This is crazy.
He does mention that he's 45 minutes late. So let's not give him too much credit, but he is still the first person here. And he has a job. Yeah.
I believe Jacob Trumbo just shouted out Paulie's Pub and Grill.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he got the word that our defensive play of the game is now brought to you by Flat Out and no longer Paulie's. So we can mention Paulie's later, but we're a Flat Out organization now.
Bases juiced.
After 3 walks, I want to say.
Yeah. I believe you're correct.
After
No,
really?
Schmiederer got on off an
2 walks
error
and an
at
error, yeah.
first base.
Are we going to the pen here for the Catamounts?
I'm not quite sure. The West Carolina pitching coach is out there. He's talking to his guy, but
He's just trying to calm him
I
down,
don't think
right?
he's gonna take the ball out of his hands here. I think
No.
he's gonna trust his guy.
Gutsy stuff.
Yeah.
Gutsy stuff. This is the type of pitcher.
Oh,
He's talking.
oh no, they pulled him.
All right. As we have the Mint Mobile potential call to the bullpen. No, he is still in the ball
He
game.
stepped off the mound, fist bumped his shortstop, and then stepped back onto the mound. That's a guy who wants it.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. That's the type of kid you want on your ball club.
I thought he was calling it quits. He was saying, hey, I'm going to go fist bump my guys, call it a day. I gave it everything he had. He's not done.
No.
He's not done.
No, he's just getting started.
He's here to battle. Now Kyle Murphy pops one up. That's an easy play.
It's a fantastic start. This is what happens when you fist bump your shortstop is you always get a first pitch pop up to the first baseman right afterwards.
Yep.
And now he's one double play away from getting out of the jam completely unscathed.
Now we got Coda at the dish.
Yeah.
Great spot for a freshman. Little prove it moment here.
Got to get at least one run in here.
Oh, yeah.
After that last at bat, okay, that's fine. Happens. Now Coda, we can't be swinging for bombs. We got to be just trying to get one run home.
Takes a good cut, fouls one back.
As now the student section's starting to get packed. How are we, fellas?
We have 3 people
Jillian, how
here.
are we?
Record numbers.
Record numbers. It's incomprehensibly loud. Reminds me of Provo on a Saturday
This
night.
stadium is rocking.
Yeah.
That
As
ball's
Coda
roasted.
lines one into left, that'll score 2 easily. And number 14, Spencer Hellinger, holds up at second. Elon is trying to break this game open. It is now 4-0 Phoenix, and maybe the Catamount should have gone to the bullpen.
Yeah, it seems that way.
But I still love it out of their pitcher.
I'm still impressed with the performance from the Catamounts pitcher today.
I am. Gutsy stuff out of him.
Yeah. He's remaining in the game.
It's almost impossible to walk through battle and come out unscathed.
Yeah, especially against the Phoenix.
That's what my 8U Little League coach said. It was a little bit extreme,
Yeah.
but the message was sent for sure.
Oh, man.
That was a really good pitch. Did he
Yeah.
just do a sword?
Schmid.
So
We have fans asking
We
about
have-
our flat-out play of the game.
yeah, presented by Flat Out. There was a ground ball up the middle, and we'll give it back for the people at home. And Schmiedlich goes up the middle and like slide dive situation, but then the ball hits second base and goes up, and he just like puts it up his glove, grabs it, and then throws it over to first. Fantastic play. Unfortunately, we did not get the video on camera.
Because we're not lined up behind second base with the extension cord.
We will be hiring a new producer for next weekend.
He's out of a job.
Yeah, he's fired for sure. Like, yeah. It's also we're not lined up behind second base because we lost the big extension cord. So like that's just a problem. We will work on getting the big extension cord for our next game, which is not next weekend, but the weekend after that. The North Carolina Tar Heels, Hubert Davis, Mac Brown, and the boys are coming down. It's October 6th. I believe we might have some playoff baseball then. As the Catamounts pitcher gets out of it, as it's 4-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. As we have a different pitcher in the ball game, number 21 is.
Oh.
Wow. We have
Is
a
that
guy.
Mac?
Is that Matthew Mack? It sure looks
No,
like
a
it.
pitcher.
Yes.
You said it's short.
I said, is that Matthew Mack? It sure looks like it.
Oh.
He's such a good player. Yeah. He's really good.
WCU shortstop flies out to left field. He is a very talented baseball player.
He can do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't hate that. Apparently, the
Matthew Mack,
WCU shortstop
breaking
was
ball.
dancing after he got out. We, in this household, support any and all forms of dancing. So I'm pro doing a salsa on the base path after you fly out. That's kind of electric, actually.
Dribbler to third.
What a play from.
Braden Iverson making it happen.
Is he from Tennessee? Because he's the only 10 I see. Braden Iverson coming in and making a hell of a play over at third base.
That made me want to quit this with you.
Okay. Yeah. No. My parents potentially going to disown me after hearing that.
Yeah.
It's tough.
2 outs though.
We're
2
getting.
quick outs for Matthew Mack.
We're just getting ready for the spring here. It's spring training for everyone.
Nope.
Not a 2-pitch inning.
Fans were asking if we were witnessing a potential 3-pitch inning. The answer was no.
That's okay. I like to round down. What a fantastic comment that was. Rounding down in whole numbers, folks. That's why we play ball. I love rounding down. I'm going to go into Food Line tomorrow, and something's going to cost $8, and I'm going to say, can I pay like $5? I'd like to round down. And they're going to say no. But that's all right. It's worth a shot. Yeah, I like to. I'll pay Back pitching right now. Can confirm.
The kid hitting is indeed the starting pitcher for WCU. He is wearing a black T-shirt. He's nowhere near the uniform.
We're a big supporter, or a big support group of the Western Carolina hats, actually. If you are at home and you're like, I need to get a ball cap that looks cool, I would go with the Akron Flying Squirrels. No, the Richmond Flying Squirrels, the Akron Rubber Ducks, or the Western.
Richmond Flying Squirrel. I thought they're the Spiders.
No, the Richmond Flying Squirrels are a minor league team.
Oh.
The Richmond Spiders are going to win the A-10.
Oh. Bloop single drops in between the Bermuda Triangle of sorts between the center left field and shortstop.
That's a tough play, but again, those are the things you practice in practice and in game. That has to be, that's one of the outfielders' ball. As they're running in, it's much easier for them to make a play.
Yeah. That's just a tough play, you know.
No.
Wow.
Connor, how are you feeling about my Falcons tonight? We get the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I'm a Pats fan.
Sure.
So, you know, growing up, I knew what it was like to have just a dominant team, and the Chiefs sort of just feel like the Pats now. And it's the worst. I hate it.
Roped down the line. Iverson, holy moly.
Braden Iverson, what an inning. Makes an insane diving play at third base to end the inning.
Hey, Connor, is he from Tennessee? Because
We're not going to have that again. We're going to see you.
as we're here in the bottom of, I believe it's the fourth inning, but I'm not sure. It looks like we have a tall, skinny kid leading us off, probably Justin Helberg.
It is Justin Helberg.
Yep, bang. As he roped, I believe it was a single, 2-run single into left last time. Let's see if he can build off that and continue having a good game. As Braden Iverson made 2 fantastic plays
Sure did.
in the top half of the inning. Fun fact, that is actually the Qdoba play of the game. It's not the defensive play of the game. Flat out pays us a lot of money
To
for
have the
that.
defensive play. It's just our Qdoba play of the game.
It's just the Qdoba play of the game.
It's Qdoba's play of the game. Yeah.
Not Biscuitville. We have some issues with Biscuitville. Roped to third.
There was a contract dispute with Biscuitville.
Do we think we have the same third baseman as yesterday?
This looks like the same third baseman.
It's like,
But actually, it kind of doesn't look like the same.
I have no idea. I do. It's getting to the point. It's rare that I like feel bad
Yeah, no,
for
this,
another player. I
this guy's had a
genuinely
tough
have
one.
sympathy for the third baseman. Let's get him out of the ball game. Clear your mind, right? Hit the books. Hit the books. Hit the practice field. Hey, we got stuff to work on. That's fine. The season doesn't start till spring. Yeah. All we have is time. But I would get him out of the ball game, players for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal performance.
Like his fielding percentage was a bad batting average, and that's not what you want. He's a very nice guy.
Elon Club
He's a
Baseball
sweet kid.
takes
So we
another
support
bag.
him and we love him and we want him to get better. He's a freshman. He's young. Yeah, no, he's raw. You know, yeah. Yeah, sure. It's a raucous student section. What a play by the first baseman. That is a really terrible call. Well, now he's definitely out.
Yeah.
It looked like he was safe. However, he might not have been. But then he was definitely out later.
He
That
was
was a-
called out, looked to probably be safe, but then took his hand off the bag to talk to the umpire
And-
and was tagged out.
So then he was definitely
So either
out.
way, he's out.
Do we consider putting the first baseman at third? He's left-handed, the first baseman, isn't he? No, he's not. That was a really good play by the first baseman. He reminds me of John Jaso over there picking the ball, former Pirate legend.
I like that.
He was on a lot of teams. So.
Zane Davis back up at the plate. Look to maybe start a little 2-out rally.
Even then, though, that line drive from one James Renda, he hit that ball hard.
Yeah, he ripped it.
And that's all you can ask for. Exit velo of 112.
That's what the stats are saying.
The launch angle could have been a little bit higher for sure. Could have been lower.
Could have been lower.
Could have been a lot of things, but you got to hit the ball hard. That's the name of the game. And
No
if you
doubt.
hit the ball hard on a line right to someone, you shrug
That
your
ball is hit
shoulders.
very hard as well. Up the middle, base hit for Zane Davis. He's starting a 2-out rally.
We've hit the ball hard a lot this inning.
Oh yeah.
I would go to the pen if I were a Catamount, but I'm not.
What do they have to lose though?
Well, it's like this kid's arm might be getting tight.
I don't know. I think this kid's got that mentality where he says, "Hey, I want the ball."
Sure, we do have some action. We have double barrel action in the pen for the mounts. You have to assume the
Yeah.
lefty will be coming in for Spencer Hellinger, and then you're probably going to go right into the righty for Kyle Murphy.
Yeah, we got a left-hander in right now though. We got Schmieder at the dish.
Right, but I don't think they wanted a lefty to face Hudson, and then they wanted a lefty to face Hellinger. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Some might consider it over-managing. I don't even think you're under. I think it's not managing enough. The third
I could
baseman's
see
still in
that.
the ball game. I would take him right out.
That ball's ripped between the first and second baseman. Garrett Schmieder just doing everything today.
Yeah, no, he's played really well. He's had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
He, yeah, he's our
Who's hitting?
Phoenix Connect
Who's hitting?
phenom of the game.
Someone
Who
is playing
Who on earth is
some
that hitting?
Star Wars walk-up music.
It's
Is
not
that
Hudson.
Hudson?
No, it's not. No, Hudson's taller.
I think it is Hudson.
Somebody had Imperial March for one of the block songs.
Well, then this would be Hudson, unless someone else has the Imperial March. Funny enough, they didn't choose the Sanford School Middle School band rendition of the Imperial March. It's supposed to be Hudson, unless we got some pinch hitting action. I don't hate a pinch hitter every once in a while. Not that Hudson can't get the job done.
Oh,
That's
is
Hudson.
ripped. This kid's all about it, man.
You got to send him, Hartman. I would have sent him there just to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
He would have been out, but also like,
you can't really predict the bobble in left field.
no, you can't predict the bobble, but if you just send him, right? Yeah, you're right here. You're doing a little bit of waving those arms. You make the Catamounts make a play at the dish.
Yeah.
You get good practice.
But now
with
we got
plays at the
Spencer
plate, which are
Hellinger.
important.
Now we got Spencer Hellinger in
It's a lot easier to practice
bases
that in the
juiced.
game than it is in practice too.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Now we have 2 outs.
We have had
So
2 outs.
a
this whole
single
inning.
must score 2. That's a really good pitch from the Catamounts pitcher as he looks to get out of this self-inflicted jam. Hellie's gonna rope a double here, and then he's gonna give a shout out to Wooddale side B.
That ball
Is a
floated
pop
into
fly.
shallow center, and it is caught by center fielder Tyler.
Tyler, good kid, good ball player. He reminds me a lot of Michael Bourne. Just really can go get the ball, can go pick it, can go catch it. Can also swing the stick a little bit too while he's at it.
For sure. Great player comp. We will see you for the top of the 5th.
Welsh. Halberg is still in right. Braden Braden Gratchi on the bump as that ball is ripped to Mr. Halberg.
I think
Braden,
that is Jack Schrader at short.
that looks like Jack Schrader at
Jaden
short.
Windsor at second.
Yeah, your
Iverson at
roommate.
third.
Yeah.
Helly's
Hellinger's
still at
still
first.
he's still playing
I
first.
believe, is that Coda in right field?
Coda's in right. Well, Coda's been in right the whole game.
Yep, just making sure. Wow, some gas there from Brady. Ball outside there.
Interested to see what this BG Braden Gratchi. Apologies if we are not saying his last name
Yeah,
correctly.
this I'm not even really gonna go for it. Grafg
Grafg.
is what we're hearing.
Apologies
from
on
the
that one.
booth.
We have some sources saying we got a lot of
Grafg.
sources out there, so sometimes you can't trust all of them.
Ball just outside there for Grafg.
You have to wonder if the BGs are named
Garrett
after Braden.
Schmieder is leaving the field. He is.
Sorry we're not lined up behind second base because we have the 20-foot extension cord.
I mean, that's so in the major leagues they call that show is
Justin
showing
Rogers
up and leaving.
coming to defense for his poor camera work, missing Garrett Schmier's amazing shortstop play. We don't know why he is leaving.
He's what? He's going to
Going
watch
bull
bull
riding.
riding. That's pretty electric.
That's awesome.
I have yet to tell my parents this, but I actually dropped out to become a professional bull rider. I'm aware of the rules. You have one hand on the bull. You sit there for 8 seconds. And then you try not to die as BG with the punchy to start off the inning here.
There we go. That is
That's
the
the
second
second out of the inning, of course.
out. He did indeed have a fly out.
No, we
to
sure
right,
did.
or
To the left.
rather.
Mr. Helberg.
Mr.
It was a
Helberg.
good play.
Yeah.
Dude, they get on the game right now. Let's go. On game TikTok right now. Let's go.
Ball's chopped foul. Again. 2 strikes.
Are we really? Do we have any idea what inning it is?
Top of the fifth.
It's not the top of the fifth.
Yep. Telling you.
I think it is.
Howard went 2.
Howard did go 2, and then everyone else went
Mac,
1.
you're so right. It's the top of the 5th. Wow. I'm rounding down. We're actually in the bottom of the 3rd. No, he didn't go. That was a
Ball
good pitch,
in.
though.
That was a good pitch. 2-strike pitch.
That's all I can ask for is good pitches, right?
Saying get off my dish.
Yeah.
Grafg, payoff pitch here. Got him. Got him looking.
As we head to the bottom of the 5th. Elon, 4-0. Welcome back here to the Frank as we are going over the finish to last night's Baylor-Colorado game. The Baylor Bears are bad. Colorado's bad. But they're fun. WCU has the same pitcher, makes
Yeah,
a
he
fantastic
still
play.
hasn't come out. This guy's battling. Gets the first out
He's
of the inning.
battling. I believe that is Colby
Colby
Welsh,
Welsh.
who's picking it over in center field now with us. Do we know where Colby is from?
I believe Westchester, Pennsylvania.
He is.
We talked to him
We
yesterday and
did.
asked
No,
him
we
that.
sure did. It's right down the road from Newark, Delaware. Go Rams. Yeah. Sorry about that, fellas. The real WCU.
That ball's ripped. Did die out of touch.
Good contact as I did. That was the freshman Coda. I'm not even going to try to say his last name. I will ask my sources for the correct pronunciation.
But
we
he-
will get it to you next time he either
Looping
comes
liner
up.
out to the left field for the second out of the inning. Marsteiner. We got Braden Iverson up at the dish. 2 outs, looking to make a little 2-out
He's
rally.
had himself a little ball game here, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Picking it over
Defensive
at the hot corner.
weapon
Yeah.
at third base today.
The hitting has been fine. He's got a hit, but he's been picking it over at the hot corner. Reminds me a lot of one Matt Chapman over there who just signed a nice hefty extension with the San
Ball's
Francisco
popped up.
Giants.
To left. Easy.
That's easy. Quick inning. We head to the top of the sixth. Elon up 4-0. As we have I completely forget his name. Mike Athanasoulis on the bump. You might think he's from Greece, but he's actually from Massachusetts. He pitched in New Hampshire for the New Haven Huskies as he throws a fastball right on past the leadoff hitter.
Gas,
Connor,
high heat.
you're from Massachusetts, which is almost New Hampshire. What do you know about New Hampton?
New Hampton?
Yeah, I believe it's a school. It's a school.
It's a school in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
I know
Boarding school?
very little about it. I believe Case Marino went there.
Sure.
Fellow rival of mine right there. Pitching in high school.
Wow, he pitched against Will in high school. Gotta love formerly rivals, now teammates,
Now brothers.
now brothers.
Yeah.
Building something special down here in the 2-7-2-4-4.
Special stuff.
As it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Got to see what he throws here. Looked like a fastball. Got away from him just a little bit. But, you got to love it. He's just trying to throw it as hard as he can. That is pretty electric.
I like seeing the gas from the rookie.
Yeah.
He's not messing around.
He's not worried about throwing changeups or curveballs
No.
or any of this
No.
woke liberal nonsense. He's just reaching back and throwing the baseball as hard as he can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a ball outside.
That's his answer.
He should consider throwing a strike, as it's a full count here.
Wow.
So,
Drop third strike, tags the guy out. That is gas for his first strikeout.
Connor, the greatest baseball game I ever saw was Judy Johnson Field at Frawley Stadium when Terrence Gore stole home for the Wilmington Blue Rocks to win the game on a dropped third strike.
Wow.
An absolute electric factor of a baseball game. Can't beat.
What level of baseball is that, if you don't mind me asking?
At that time, I believe it was low A.
Low A.
Now it has
You're a
become high
you're
A.
a real sicko.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a problem child. I'm sick in the head. That's okay.
Heading to low A games.
Well, they're the closest ball club to me.
You gotta respect that.
Who do we have in left field? Number 21. Is not on the sheet. Potentially Jack Orlando.
Potentially. But it's not.
Is it C. Gregory? C. Gregory behind the dish.
Ball drops in right field.
That ball drops right in front of Miles. What is C. Gregory's first name? Carson Gregory. Whoa. Him and Julian Miller lived together when we went to Tennessee. Gotta love that. Nice kid. It's not Justin Betts because I know him.
It's gonna be a mystery.
Is it Capizzuto? Jay Capizzuto? He's probably Italian. Popped up into shallow center. That would have been a tough play for Colby. And you see, if he dives for that play and doesn't get it or knocks the ball to either side of the shortstop or second baseman, then what we have is a problem. So it's good that he didn't do that. Played it safe, kept the ball in front of him, got the throw in.
That's
and now he can work on it
back-to-back
again.
bloop singles for the Catamounts.
Yeah.
If I'm Mike Athanasoulis here, I'm
Sure.
I'm dialing in.
Are you Mike Athanasoulis?
No, I
Okay.
am not. But he is pitching.
Yeah, he is pitching. Henry Carter is going to be next on the bump, according to my sources. I cannot reveal my sources. That's the
No,
number one rule. of
that's per
journalism.
source.
There's a HIPAA violation, too, involved with that, if I release the source's name.
Yeah, of course.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Mike Athanasoulis.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think those those are just unfortunate plays where those singles happen to drop. They weren't well hit
They
balls.
weren't hit
They were
hard.
good pitches.
Um,
Can't blame him.
and now he's talking to his catcher, Carson Gregory. Little rookie
Carson
meeting on the
Gregory.
mound to go over some strategy. I don't hate that.
No, they're locking in.
Yeah.
They know they need double play ball right
They're
here,
going
right
over.
now.
They're going over the hot zones for this hitter, and these rookies.
They're talking pitch tunneling. They're saying,
Yeah.
hey, how are we getting this guy off balance? How are
Sure.
we getting him off timing.
How are we going to keep him guessing?
And that's the name of the game.
That's all that is. As he misses
Curveball
with
hangs
the
up there.
curveball. Interesting. I wonder if that curveball was more of a show-me pitch to set up his fastball, because his fastball has had some late life and some good velo to it so far.
Certainly.
Almost the pickoff at second with Mr. Jack Schrader doing the daylight play. If you play baseball, you know what that is. You put the glove there.
Oh no.
Coach Zach Hartman did tell the infield to play, or the outfield to play more in. But like
They are outrageously shallow.
where the center fielder is like kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
back
he's
a
backing
little
up.
bit.
It's second and third now. Ball got past the catcher. And both men advanced to bag.
It's 4-0.
It's
The
only
Catamounts
4-0.
have battled. They've stayed in this ball game. Get
They
credit where
certainly
credit's due. There's life
They're
in
a
Holloway.
scrappy ball club.
Yeah.
These
That's
are
going to be
just-
foul. That's going to be way foul. No, but if he catches it, it's... It does. Well, no, you make that play.
No, you
catch
make that throw. Yeah, you can.
No, you always catch that ball, guys. It's the 6th inning, and we're up 4.
Yeah, you take the out.
Yeah, you take the out for sure. Oh, it might be. How about a pop fly to an outfielder, and then we just get a play at the dish?
Let's see it. I want it. I want an action play.
It could be. That's a hit
Grounder to
to
second.
Windsor.
Windsor gets in front of it, makes the throw, gets the out. Run does score though. It's 4-1.
That's fine. Again, if you're the Catamounts, you're on the board here. There's 2 outs. There's 2 outs? Because the first hitter struck out. This is a big, big at-bat in terms of the win probability chart for this game, because if this kid, who is the pitcher, gets on base, not only does 1 run score, then the tying run comes up. But if this kid gets out, then the Birds get out of the inning. They're still up 3. They got a lot of room to work with. They'll be fine.
The offense has not been going much for the Birds as of late.
The Catamounts pitcher's, he's shoving a little bit.
He really dialed in.
Uh-huh. I mean, he had really one bad inning where he walked 2 guys. One guy got on an error. And he had bases loaded, nobody out, and he only gave up 2 runs. That's a ball a little bit low. It's a big problem. Oh, the pitcher took a massive cut there. The pitcher, when I say the pitcher, I mean the WCU pitcher who's at the dish. He was clearly trying to send that ball over to Mebin.
Our producer won't stop talking.
About his...
Truly unfortunate.
That's a problem. He will be fired shortly. Do not
Absolutely.
worry. Colin Foyle's out there worried about
Colin
his
Foyle
UCLA
came
ties.
out to the outfield into the booth and asked to come onto the show. For the sake of the viewer, we declined.
Yeah, no, we said no. Roped. Oh, we got a shot at 2
Oh.
here.
He's out.
He's safe. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ball ripped into right center.
A bit
Run
of a
does score.
Run for sure
But
scores.
Colby Welsh makes an unreal throw to get him out at second. We'll see you
What a
for
So we are back at the Frank with the Birds up 4-2 as the Catamounts mounted a bit of a rally in the bottom half. We still have the same pitcher. See you, brother.
This guy's battling.
He's fighting.
If we remember correctly, he was met with the pitching coach
Yeah.
very, very long ago.
The bottom of the third?
Like I think it was bottom 3. The pitching coach came out, talked to him.
Yeah.
Looked like he was stepping off the mound, and he is still in.
And he's thrown the pill well.
Hasn't allowed a run.
Oh. Yeah.
Ball's
Hey.
popped up to left.
What a play. That was a very nice play by the left fielder.
Sure
The
was.
Catamounts are in this ball game. Yeah. Yesterday, the Catamounts had their struggles.
They certainly did. And it started defensively.
It starts with the defense.
And it's been much better today.
It's been elite today.
I wouldn't say elite, but it's been very good.
It's been manageable today for sure.
Yeah.
Are we in the sixth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bottom 6 currently.
Bottom of
4-2
sixth.
Elon. 1 out in the inning. That ball's chopped
It's a
to the
really
mound.
good pitch by Mr. Jaden Windsor.
That's going to be easy.
That's not Jaden Windsor, is it? No, it's
Certainly is.
It is. No, it's Ryan McShock if that's number 19, which
Oh,
it
that
is.
is Jaden Windsor. He was playing second base, and it's number 18, I think. Does live with me.
Was my point guard a few years back in the 3-on-3 J-term league.
That was last year.
That was like 8 months ago.
Less than a year ago.
My memory's bad, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm now realizing Jaden is a sophomore, and
So
he's only been here for
You
one
didn't
J-term.
even know him a few years back.
Which means that
I didn't know him until last year.
I met him last J-term when he led our team to complete mediocrity.
Ball's ripped to right, but it is foul. Almost killed the civilians.
Was that really last
in the
J-term?
bleachers.
I mean, I guess he is like it has to be. Wow, what a time to be alive. We were running a high pick and roll, high and lows, elevator screens, you name it, we ran it. I mean, wow, we were a good ball club. Will, how do you feel about college basketball?
Man,
What's your favorite team?
my favorite team. Honestly, I don't really have a favorite team. I watch.
It's electric. As the third baseman just doesn't have an arm.
No.
My favorite football.
I had a tough game yesterday. The USC Trojans, Will's favorite team, they learned that there was, in fact, an orgy in the big house when the Michigan Wolverines came in and won.
They certainly did.
That's just such a tough, like it's
Yeah.
it's just such a bad throw from the third baseman. I don't mean to pile on to the kid. He's had a rough weekend, to say the least. But the motion is a problem.
Some sort of coaching adjust. It's on the coaches at this point.
Get him out of the ball game, get him into the practice fields.
1,000 grounders a day
We cannot go to class.
until we take our 1,000 grounders.
Do they even? Yeah, class is
Right.
no class in colorway. What a play from the pitcher.
He's a stud.
He's a superstar.
It's the 3rd out of the inning. Heading to the top of the 7th.
4-2 Elon. Henry Carter is in the ballgame for the Birds. You really look at him and you see it's going to be a lefty specialist. Reminds me a lot of one Jerry Blevins. He's just going to get the lefties out as he comes in and faces a righty.
Yeah, certainly.
1-1. The kid's a rookie. He's probably from Massachusetts, just like everyone else in the school. What town do you think in Massachusetts he's from, Connor?
We're gonna go with
Wareham is what we're going to say.
Winchester.
Sure. Yeah, I pay too much attention to the Cape Cod Baseball League.
There's one out.
It's over by Bourne, right? I have cousins in Bourne. A lot of people forget that. I don't. 1 out for the Birds as Henry Carter's off to a rip-roaring start here in the top of the 7th.
Just painting the corners, left-handed. Left-hander just painting corners, and he's getting pop-outs.
That's all they do, these left-handers.
Oh, just...
They're a little bit squirrely, these kids, but they're able to do it, you know. You are left-handed. This is true. So my mother's also left-handed, so apologies to any and all left-handed people out there if you being squirrely was offensive. However, it's probably not. It's not entirely incorrect. I really like this kid's motion because it's very cross-body. It's tough to pick up.
Josh Hader-esque.
A lot of people are giving that comparison. Not really, though, because that would be fantastic if he was Josh Hader-esque. Yeah. Whoa, dropped in a beautiful curveball that was a little bit outside, but it looked good from here. Reminds me of Braves legend Steve Avery was tossing the pill. Yeah, CeCe Sabathia on the Brewers when he was good.
High heat, swing and a miss for the
Right
Catamounts.
past him. Roy Oswalt. Yes, we have 2s on the count. Now I'd like to see him drop that curveball, and then if that's a ball, go fastball high. Adios, muchacho, is what's going to happen there.
I think he might be going right back to the heat here. Yep.
Fouled it off. Now we're going to drop the deuce, the hammer. We should, at least. We should have done it the pitch before. That's all right. I'm not the pitching coach. I'd like to get the TrackMan data on this kid. His induced vertical break looks pretty decent.
Yeah, certainly does.
He doesn't throw a dead zone fastball.
Low fastball. Makes the count full.
You know who does throw a dead zone fastball? Paul Skeens.
Really?
Yeah, he does. But he throws it 101 wherever he wants, so it doesn't really matter. I would throw a breaking ball, but he's got to throw a fastball. He can't throw a fastball for a strike? Can't catch up to the fastball. He caught up to that fastball for sure. Ripped into left center. Colby Welsh almost makes an incredible play. And the Catamounts get a double. And if we get some better sequencing out of the Cats, next thing you know, we have ourselves a ball game.
Yeah. Good piece.
He really caught up to that fastball.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate drop for the center fielder, but
This is I don't bring women to games.
we're going to battle back from it here.
He's going to battle back. He's going to make another play. When I was at high school, my coach said you got to flush it after you make an error.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to make errors.
Short
It's gonna
memory game.
happen. Did he go? He definitely went, and we don't have a first base umpire. We didn't appeal. No idea what the call is. I think he swung. Going to the appeal about 45 seconds too late is pretty electric, and why we love club baseball. Yeah, it does take guts to ask for the appeal a little bit too late. That curveball,
Loses it a bit there.
yeah, floats outside. I'd like to see him throw a tighter curveball with a little bit more spin as opposed to having the one pop out of his hand, because the hitters could see it right out of the hand and give up on it pretty quickly.
Certainly. Well, it's fouled over
But
the
that's just a
backstop.
coaching. That's a really easy adjustment. He's probably not gripping it that tight. We could change his grip on the fastball, change his finger pressure a little bit, and next thing you know, it'll be tighter.
This is a huge at-bat for both
This is a
teams
massive
here.
at-bat.
4-2 game. Runner on second.
Foul off. This kid's battling up there.
He
He's
sure-
battling.
sure
He's a
is.
fighter.
These West Carolina Catamounts are not going down without a fight.
And we like that.
No, we
We-
don't.
Okay.
We respect it, though.
Yeah. I think the Catamounts are a good ball club. Hot take of the day.
Strike
Oof.
three, strike three looking.
Yeah. Really good pitch. The
Two
Catamounts
down.
hitter thought it was a little bit inside. I might agree with him. I'm not going to lie. Now we have a lefty-lefty, and this is why Henry Carter is in the ballgame.
Yeah. It's great coaching. We wanted this lefty-lefty matchup.
Right. We actually gave up the double on purpose so that we could get this matchup.
Certainly did. Runner
As that puck
does not
gets
go
missed.
on the pass ball.
This is actually their second baseman. Not your traditional second baseman. Reminds me a little bit of when Mike Moustakis was picking it over at 2B for
Oh,
the
yeah.
Cincinnati Rojos.
For sure.
Yeah, typically you have a faster, potentially more athletic kid, but this kid just hits nukes, and you just got to get that bat in the lineup.
And you got to respect that.
You have to.
I also respect the 00 as the number.
It's.
Baseball, that is a rarity for sure.
I don't think I've seen it on in any sport, unless it's a mascot, of course. I believe.
Basketball, you definitely get a 00 every now and again.
Again, I'm not entirely sure if it was if it was in the NBA. I'm not familiar. I'm sorry, I'm not an NBA guy. That's a really good curveball. It's a really good take. But again,
Great discipline.
It pops out of his hand. I'd like to see it be a little sharper. I'll talk to Mr. Hartman about that. Sammy Johnson, our pitching coach. High fastball. 2-2 count. Connor, what do you think he's going to go to here?
Top of the 7th, 2 outs, 2-2 count. I think he's going to go right back to the fastball. He's going to hit him with high and outside, and I think he's going to get him.
Oppo Taco is what I'm calling here.
As I said, little high, little outside, got him looking. We head to the bottom of the 7th for 2 Phoenix.
so glad he's okay. Turn your number.
Are we live? Oh.
No.
Terrible production from Justin Rogers, not
Yeah.
informing us when we were live, even though the game started.
You were live. You just weren't talking.
As the leadoff
Terrible
hitter,
production. We will
Number
fire him. Don't worry.
he's got to be out of a job shortly.
Yeah.
How am I gonna have
We have because you're bad.
If Justin Rogers was fired, we would never stream again.
That's
Most
not
likely.
true at all. We just hire someone better.
Who?
I don't know. It's not my job. I'm just here to call.
Yeah.
Here to call the ball game.
Maybe we get
Julian
alumni
and
Jacob
Will.
Trumbo to
Alumnus Jacob Trumbo. Alumnus, alumni. Who knows?
alumni.
The fighting alumni.
Fighting Illini. Fighting
Yeah.
Illini with a massive win
What
over
a
the
win.
Cornhuskers.
Oh my God. What a football team they are.
How about Tennessee?
Tennessee's good ball club.
They dismantled Oklahoma.
We got strike 3 there. Runner on first. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th.
The Catamounts have the same pitcher, and he's just dealing.
This
man.
guy is a workhorse. Workhorse.
Yeah,
This pitcher for
but
the
they played
Catamounts
Louisiana Monroe, so we're
just
not.
won't come out of the game. I think the coach asked him to come out in the 3rd inning. He said,
He
"Coach,
said-
I'm going 9."
He said, "Hell no."
no. He said, "Absolutely not, Coach. I will be going
Ripped
complete
out.
game."
I will be going complete game. Yeah. Colby at the dish. Let's see if he can maybe put one in the seats. He's got a relatively big supporter section, including a couple of women, which is pretty electric and pretty rare for the club.
Yeah. It's good to see.
Yeah. Not exactly a
jammed
home
there.
run, but almost if you think about it. I believe it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mr. Colby Welsh from the great state of Pennsylvania. I do see his name and think of Colin Walsh, who was a senior when I was a freshman. And so I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I said that to some people, and they had no idea who Colin Walsh was because I'm old and they are young.
Colin Walsh, quite the character.
He's something. Yeah, no, you would have no idea. He's like quite a bit older than you. He's like 8 years older than you. I'm talking to a freshman here, by the way. He's not on mic. His name is Will. Nice kid. We like him. He gets the green light from me. Of course. It's got to be low, right? Yeah.
Yeah, ball low.
I believe it's 2-2. Or has he worked the count full? No, it's 2-2.
It is 2-2.
I nailed it the first time.
You sure did. You got to have some confidence behind the ball there.
Yeah, no, you have to. Especially in today's America. Ripped foul. If he gets that thing fair, you're looking at a double. Number 32 is on first base. He got hit by a pitch. We do not have everyone's number on the roster, so we're not entirely sure who that is. We'd like to apologize for that. We think that is Carson. Nice guy, Carson. We like him actually a lot. I was talking to him the other day. Carson Gregory, I believe is his last name.
That is Carson Gregory, I think.
He's a really sweet kid. So we support him in all of his endeavors.
And we hope he's all right after getting hit by a pitch.
Yeah, no, we hope he's okay. You can tell he's nursing a little soreness over there at first base, but he's a fighter. Right?
Oh, yeah. He's going to run the base.
He's going to grit his teeth and power through.
Ball shot to center.
Tyler, good kid, going to make the play. Yeah.
Play is made. It's 2 outs.
2 down, and this Catamounts pitcher, I'd love to know his name and
Honestly,
text my
shake his hand.
Yeah, and look him right in the eye. He started this.
He
this
started
baseball
this game, and we've said it a few times, but he has battled through a ton of unfortunate situations. Got the bases loaded twice, and he got out of it.
We have the pitching for the last 2 innings for the Birds. We're going Case Marino, then Bennett Simpson, our 2 best relievers. We're trying to lock down the series sweep here against
By no
the
means,
Catamounts.
by no means is this game over. We got to put in
No,
our best.
no.
4-2 ball game.
This game
Bottom
is
7.
far from over. All we have is time.
Yeah, probably heading to the top of the 8th soon. Got to put in your best to, preserve this 2-run lead.
Yeah. Got to think Coach Zach Hartman is actually happy with it being a bit of a tighter game, a blowout. Sometimes guys lose focus. Sometimes it becomes more of a, I don't know how to say, a less serious
You're
operation.
going through the motions.
Yes. What a play by the pitcher.
Ball gets by, and that's going to advance the runners to second and third with 2 outs.
That was almost a fantastic play by the pitcher, but
Yeah.
it ended up not being a fantastic play by the pitcher. But that's okay, because we have.
When you've thrown 6 2/3 innings, throwing the ball from the mound to first can feel very weird, and your accuracy is definitely going to be hindered from that.
it's confusing, right? Because he probably threw a cutter.
He probably also just the distance, throws off the
Distance.
accuracy.
You can't get the leg kick in, like it's.
You're not
it's
on an
just-
elevated
You're not
surface.
here,
It's very
right?
weird.
You're not throwing the ball to first base with your left leg up in the air.
It's just very awkward.
It's
hard to
really
explain.
you can't. It's like driving a car and then flying a plane. You can't do it.
Yeah.
We have a pinch runner going over to third. That is for the catcher, actually. This is a good rule. I think should be implemented at all levels of baseball. Now the catcher gets to put on his gear. Jaden Windsor's pinch running, who's in the game. However, we're just trying to get the game moving along so that we don't have to wait for Carson to put on the catcher's gear.
Ball's popped up.
Out
Foul.
of play.
0-1 count here. Second and third, 2 outs. Huge moment for both teams.
Massive moment in the ball game. I just can't even imagine anything.
Chance to get some
Bigger than
much-needed insurance runs for
Yeah.
the Phoenix, and also WCU looking to stay very, very close in this game.
Right in this ball game. And he
Hits him.
drills him. And now we have someone else coming to the plate because that's how the game of
And it
baseball
looks like
works.
we might be heading to the bullpen.
Do you go to the pen? Jackson Wainwright showing up to the game in the bottom of the 7th, just how they teach you in high school.
Only 2 hours late.
At least he's here now. But again, it's unlikely he gets in with the student section as full as it is.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Are we going to the pen? Are we putting the third baseman into pitch? Lord have mercy. This is not going to go well.
This could be a unmitigated disaster.
No, this could be. But you know what? This song is a banger. I'm not familiar with yes, Van Morrison. William doing fantastic as a freshman. What's up, baby girl? I just say that on mic. Yeah, I sure did. That's okay. Days like this.
Jackson Wainwright. We're back.
Guess
at
what?
The Frank.
Guess what?
We're back at the Frank. Bases are juiced.
Did they change pitchers? You're goddamn right they didn't. And he
Ball
gets a ground
is
ball.
ripped to short.
Got him, probably. What a play.
Wow.
Don't hit it to him. Jesus Christ plays shortstop for the Catamounts. That's my favorite Bible verse.
Bases loaded. It came down to the 2 best players for WCU. The pitcher and the shortstop both make big plays to get out of it. 4-2, top of the 8th.
Born ready, Raj. As we are here, Frank, the top of the 8th, Case Marino is on the hill, and you can look at him. He's going to be the setup guy this year. Bennett's going to be the closer. This reminds me of that vaunted back end of the Braves bullpen. Eric O'Flaherty, Johnny Ventures, Craig Kimbrell. They called it O'Ventrable if you combine all the names. Really just electric stuff.
Last year, Case Marino was one of our best relievers, one of the most trusted players we had.
He goes to
is a
bunt.
shove doctor. And leadoff bunt, we'll take that all day. Easy play at third base for Kyle Murphy.
I don't hate the bunt if he's fast. However, he showed so early. Kyle Murphy was playing like 40 feet from home plate. If you're bunting for a hit, 95% of it is you're catching the other team by surprise.
Absolutely.
So that's not going to work. That's a fantastic sacrifice
And
bunt.
Kyle Murphy, true athlete, gets the ball, makes an easy play.
Now, what if he did a little pullback slash? Right? Then Kyle Murphy's probably ducking and covering, which I would
Yeah.
do too. That's how the Catamounts should have played it. That's all right, though. Case Marino from Maine,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maine, very famous for their lobsters. Do you think he has eaten more lobster than the average person?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because, like,
I know Case Marino works as a server also in the summers.
yeah.
So he definitely indulges in a lobster roll every now and again.
for sure.
I actually was fortunate enough to venture to Maine this summer and try lobster roll.
Were you?
Delicious.
Was it better in Maine than it would be, say, in New Hampshire or another one of these northern states that's on
Absolutely,
the water?
absolutely, because they catch it right there. It's very
Sure.
fresh.
Sure. However, what if you're on the coast in Massachusetts? Is it just not the same thing?
No, it's pretty similar.
Okay.
It's pretty similar.
That makes sense.
But it's fun to like say one state's the best stuff.
Yeah, no, of course. It's very similar to like Georgia
James
peanuts.
Hook Lobster Co. in Boston, Massachusetts, in the Back Bay area. Very, very nice lobster rolls.
Very familiar with the Back Bay. Is that near Endicott College?
Not really at all.
Okay, okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I believe Endicott's in Beverly,
No, it sure
Massachusetts.
is. Roll gulls. Fly gulls. As Case gets
Shout
a
out my
grad
cousin.
trader.
Andrew Toland, who attends Endicott College.
Shout out my sister, who also attends. Andy Toland is his name?
Yeah. Andrew Toland, also known as the Rand Man.
I'm going to ask Helena if she's familiar with one Andrew Toland.
I'd love to find out about this.
That would be incredible. What if they know each other? How silly would that be?
It'd be a
It'd be pretty silly.
total small world moment.
Yes, it sure would be. Especially since I am familiar with both you and your brother.
Yeah.
And then my sister would be familiar with your cousin.
It'd be
Crazy thing to happen.
it would be insane. We'd be
Only
linked together for the rest of our lives.
only in America does stuff like this happen.
Yeah.
Like this, you don't meet other people in other countries. That's not
No.
how that works. No. We are really dumb, Connor.
Yes, yes.
I believe it's 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on.
Case Marino just going about his business
Oh.
as he does. Case Marino told
Took
me
a
something
vicious cut there
last
to hit
year. Case Marino told me something last
no,
year.
I'm
He
sure
said,
did.
I always want my ERA
Yeah.
to be lower than my GPA. And I really thought that was a cool thing he does.
That's good. It'd be a problem if it went the other way, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It shows that Elon Club Baseball is about hitting the books, and then the ERA comes.
right.
But we take the ERA pretty seriously.
Yeah. Well, it's more important than the GPA. You don't get hired based on your GPA. I've long said
Ball
that.
shot to right field. Right fielder lays out, does not get there. It's going to be a double for the shortstop for the Western Carolina
He's
Catamounts.
so good.
He's a very talented baseball player. One of the silkier defenders I've ever seen.
Yeah. Smooth. It's like
Buttery.
he's dancing with the ball.
Oh, he's majestic.
That
You got
kid
Bennett
could play at the
Simpson
next
getting
level.
loose.
For sure.
Yeah.
He could pick it in high A. There's zero
High
doubt
A.
in my
You like
mind.
high A?
I like starting him off in high A. Probably going to move him up to double A pretty quick.
Yeah.
Unless he gets overpowered.
This kid is a Dansby Swanson level defender.
Yes, with Dansby Swanson level hair as well. He's just a good-looking, silky smooth ball player.
Bennett Simpson in the pen right now, getting loose. It looks like might be Colin Foyle over there
Lord.
monitoring the
trying
situation.
to win? Are we trying to win?
I think Colin Foyle is sitting next to the mound, giving Bennett some tips.
That's not what you want. Now's not the time for pointers and tips. Now's the time for getting hot and getting loose in the pen.
All right.
Big
Catamounts
pitch here.
looking to make it a one-run game with a runner on second and 2 outs. That ball's ripped to center, but it is right at Colby Welsh. She's going to make the catch and get
That
the
ball
third
was-
out.
That ball was crushed. The Birds get lucky that it's right at Colby Wells as we head to the bottom of the 8th with Elon up 4-2. How about Sam Miller playing the closer entrance music for the other team in the bottom of the 8th?
And then
kind of electric.
and then he transitioned into some "We Bring the Boom" by Big Justice and AJ.
Yeah, he sure did.
Are you a Big Justice guy? Have you seen that
No,
work
I'm
at
a
all?
big Injustice guy.
Okay,
That was funny.
all right. That was a joke.
Yep. As
I'm more of a Rizzler man myself.
yeah, no, I'm a bit of a Rizzler too.
I think the Rizzler is
The Rizzler
man.
is when I like talk about the people I look up to, the role models.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Kalen DeBoer.
Kalen DeBoer is your number 1 role model in the world,
Potentially.
potentially. Mine is Hasbula.
Okay. Any college coach that says they're staying and then leaves in the middle of the night for a better, more lucrative position, I look up to those people.
We got a walk for
As
the
a draw
Phoenix
lead
here.
off white.
Lead off walk. Draw lead off walk.
And then it's the
Phoenix
Rizzler at number 3.
guy. You never named 2,
Any college coach that says they're
but
staying.
you just named Kalen DeBoer, so you can't do that.
Okay, no,
'cause
I'll
he
say-
literally said he left in the middle of the night.
I will say, what's his name? The coach at USC, Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley
who said,
has done that. Oh, you know who's the best at doing that? Brian Kelly.
yes. He leaves. He doesn't tell anyone. He just leaves and goes
Pitch
make more money.
chop
That's
to
electric.
third. Runner's already at second. Third baseman hesitates. Ooh.
What a call by the
Whoa.
umpire. Points at it. Boom.
Whoa.
Just how they teach it in ump school. Hell of a play by the third baseman. He needed that for his confidence. He was
Whoa.
probably safe at first.
We actually have a new third baseman in the game.
This is the guy from yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was definitely safe at first.
Like, so close. We can't even see anything.
No, he was safe. The ump had a lot of confidence behind the call though, and that's all you can respect that.
Being confident while also being wrong
Oh.
in,
It's how America is America.
like, it really is. It's pretty electric if you think
Yeah.
about it.
No one knows what they're doing.
No. Not a clue.
Ball's chopped foul.
Like, look at us. We don't know anything about anything.
Oh no, terrible.
That's not true at all. We know everything about nothing and nothing about everything.
Bang.
I'm going to get that tattooed right on my chest.
I will get it on my forehead.
Yep. That would be...
Pitcher asking for a new ball.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Pretty
he's
electric.
he's earned that
Yeah.
right.
Throw that ball away. Ask for
This
another
pitcher
one.
has earned that right. He is a warrior.
Would they
Reminds
teach
me
you-
of a 1998 Pedro Martinez.
Oh, really?
Refuses to come out of the game.
Yeah. I was going to say it reminds me of Hercules, actually. Just
A
how
Herculean
he's-
effort of sorts
Yes.
today from the
You
West
could say
Carolina
that,
pitcher.
for sure. I hope... And
Pedro Martinez once almost fought his manager for not letting him go out in the ninth inning after throwing 128 pitches.
That's pretty electric. Who was the manager at the time?
No idea.
Okay.
But he almost fought him.
Yeah.
Chopper to third again. He's going to get that and throw it over to first.
He
for a
was
nice,
definitely
smooth
out
play.
at that play.
Yeah, nice
that was a
smooth
really
play.
good play. This third baseman can pick it a little bit. If I had to...
And looks back the runner.
Yeah, if I had to make predictions for the Club Baseball Gold Glove Award in the western part of North Carolina, it would have to go to that guy.
Mine goes to Garrett Schmieder,
He doesn't play third base.
but that's true.
Yeah.
Mine goes to Kyle Murphy then.
Well, Elon's not in the western part of North Carolina.
That's a pretty specific award you've created. I don't like the award. I
I
was
think it's-
trying to
Yes,
come
I'm
up
fully
with a
aware.
comeback, and you made it so only this guy can win the award.
There are other universities in the western part of North Carolina.
Do they play club baseball?
I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to do a little bit more research. App State is in the western part
Fun fact of the
of
day.
North Carolina. UNC Asheville is in the western part of North Carolina.
Fun fact of the day
yeah.
that we mentioned yesterday on the broadcast, but
Whew.
super interesting stuff.
What a curveball
wow.
that potentially finishes off the day for the Catamounts hurler as we head to the top of the ninth. 4-2 Elon. Bennett Simpson on to close it out. Welcome to the top of the ninth inning presented by Northwestern Mutual. For those of you wondering, the Northwestern Wildcats put up 5 points against the Washington Huskies to open up Big Ten play. They are a bad ball club as Bennett Simpson toes the rubber to win the ball game here.
Yeah, he's an absolute assassin. Gets strike one there.
In a good way, in a good way. He's not actually an assassin.
Oh, no,
just for
he's-
legal reasons.
He's a closer.
Yes. He's going to close out. He's trying to close out this victory and this series sweep for Elon. You know,
What's most impressed me this weekend has been Elon Club Baseball's pitching and defense. It has
Yes.
been rock solid all weekend long.
and
And the rookies, the freshmen, have been outstanding on the mound. Shout
Yeah.
out Jack Schrader.
I think in club baseball, you've got to score a lot of runs.
Oh yeah.
The pitching depth and having kids who can pick it is really what separates the good teams from the great teams. You look at Eastern Carolina University in Greenville. Every year, they have an absolute machine. They can hit the piss out of the baseball.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But where they make their money is on the hill and in the field.
Oh yeah. It's where everyone makes their money.
You look
the
at
Bravos in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
Just defensive powerhouse.
Yeah. No, for sure. If we could pitch, we could pick it, and we had Chipper Jones to hit. And that was it. And that's all you need. Now, in club baseball, you're like, we're probably going to put up, on average, maybe like 6-7 runs a game. Like, that's pretty standard. Jack Orlando. Jack Orlando, fun fact, is from Florida, but not from Orlando. Where in Florida do you think he's from? I know. He's from Tallahassee. No, he's not. Yeah. Yes, you too. He's not from Florida. You know, I don't know if Florida's...
EUCB legend is now leaving us, and we are all devastated.
American legend.
American legend Jacob Trumbo.
From Virginia. Nice kid. He just wants to watch ball, man. He's a junkie. He's a sicko, and we love it.
Just misses.
I believe it's 1-1. 1-1? Does it count? He's a good ball player, the Simpson kid. He could really twirl the pill. See you, buddy. Sure is. Curveball in the dirt. 2-1. What if the Catamounts get a man on base here? Then it gets a little bit nervous. There's going to be a nervous tension in the Frank.
Without a doubt. Student section.
Um,
Frank does have a massive turnout.
roped.
Going for it, makes the play.
That was a good play. Last inning, they roped the ball to center. Colby Welsh, made a fantastic play on that too. That would have scored a run last inning, and this time another hard hit baseball. I'd rather be lucky than good, is what some famous person said. It's a big quote. Yes. Again, this as pop fly to short.
Jack Schrader.
As the EUCB Phoenix take all 3 games. Today was by far the closest with a score of 4-2. The pitching was good. The defense was good. The offense had a few big innings early in the game. See you guys. We will be back with EUCB versus UNCCB in 2 weekends. Not next weekend, but the weekend after that. The Tar Heels will drive down 85 to do battle with the Birds. See you then, folks.